Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to start your own YouTube channel with your cell phone and nothing else, because I know not everyone has access to a laptop or desktop computer. So I'm going to walk you step by step through the process of everything you need to do to get your channel off the ground, get your first videos uploaded, all on your cell phone. Now before we get into it, be sure to hit that like button and to subscribe to my channel if you're new here, because I make 2 videos every single week and I'd love to have you join me for the next one. Now, if you're just here for the actual process of creating the channel itself, then I'm going to post a timestamp down below that you can click on to skip ahead to that part of the video, because that part is actually really short. The rest of the video is going to be about all the other things that you need to do in order to actually start your channel, not just create the account on YouTube. Okay, so with that being said, let's get on into it. The very first thing you need to do is simply decide what your channel is about. Obviously, you don't need your cell phone to do that, although you might want to look around YouTube at some of your favorite channels to get some inspiration about how you could focus your channel. But that's the first step, decide what your channel is about. Once you do that, it's time to move on to step 2, where you brainstorm video ideas. So this is all stuff that I would recommend that you do before you ever actually create the channel. You want to go into it with a plan. I always recommend that people come up with 100 video ideas before they even make their first video. And that's because if you come up with a lot of video ideas, then you're way more likely to find actually good video ideas. You're able to pick from that huge collection that you've come up with and find the really, really good ideas. So step number 2, brainstorm video ideas. Then in step number 3, you're gonna move on and actually pick your favorite video ideas and get them on the calendar. Because one of the biggest reasons that most YouTube channels fail is because someone starts the channel without a clear plan for how they're going to be consistent, and so 3 or 4 videos in, they just quit. And they never make another video because they take a break for a little while and then it feels awkward to come back and it doesn't feel like they were seeing any growth anyway. So I would really recommend that you schedule out at least about 2 months worth of videos so that once you get started, you'll be able to keep going with it. Okay, once you've done all that planning, then you get to actually create the channel. Okay, so all you need to do is get on your phone and click on the YouTube app, and then you're gonna tap up here in the corner, and for you it's gonna say sign in there if you're not already signed in, if you don't have an account. And that's gonna take you to this screen right here. But if you're creating your new account, then you're gonna click create account down here in the corner, and you're gonna enter your name right here. After you've entered your name, just hit next, and then you're gonna enter your birthday here. And then you get to choose your username for the Gmail account that's going to be associated with your YouTube account. This isn't going to be your YouTube name, so you can enter anything here you want. And then you'll enter a password. Then you're just gonna hit next after you go through the privacy agreements. And your account will be created and you'll get to customize your account with some things that maybe you're interested in. And here you are signed into YouTube with your brand new YouTube account. And so if we could tap up here, we can see that we are signed in as this new account. Your YouTube channel is created now, and you can pretty much get started uploading videos from here. So once you have your video all ready to go, all you're gonna do to upload it is tap this camera button right here, and you'll be taken to this screen where you can upload your video. You could record a video or go live, or you can find the video that you have in your storage that you've already recorded and edited on your phone. If this is your very first time uploading a video, then after you tap the video that you want to upload, it is going to confirm what you want your YouTube channel name to be, and you need to make that name whatever you want it to be before you create your channel. Now you can change this in the future, so don't stress about it too much, but just know that that's what you're doing right here. So you tap to create your channel, and then you're all ready to actually upload this video that you made. So you can edit it a tiny bit right here if you wanted to trim the end or the beginning of the video. You can also obviously give it a title, and you certainly should do this. So in this case, we'll just call it first video, and then we'll give it a description. And then you can decide whether you want it to be public right now, or if you want to set it as unlisted or private. If you want other people to be able to see it, you definitely will want to choose public. You then can choose to tag a location if you like, and once you have that all set up, then you'll just tap this arrow to get to the next screen. Now the video is uploading and then processing. Because this video that I just uploaded was super short, that went really quickly. If you're uploading, say 10-minute video, it's probably gonna take between 10 and 60 minutes to upload. If it takes longer than 60 minutes, I'd recommend trying to find a different internet connection. So now this video is already ready to watch. So it is public on YouTube right now, and someone could go and find it already. After you create your channel, then before you actually film videos and upload videos, I recommend that you do get your channel set up. So you'll want to enter in a description for your channel, and you'll want to create some artwork for your channel, otherwise known as a YouTube channel banner. Now, there are a few different apps that you can use to do this on your phone. The first one is called Snapseed. It looks like this right here. All of these apps are free. The next one is called Canva, and that one looks like this. And then the last one is called PicMonkey, and that one looks like this. And like I said, all of these apps are free. They're all pretty easy to use, and you can use any of them to create your YouTube channel art right now and later on to create your thumbnails, which we'll talk about in a minute. Once your channel art is created and it's uploaded to your channel, then your channel is basically all ready to go. So the next thing that you need to do is actually create your videos. Now, I recently created an entire video all about how to film your first video. So I'm just gonna link that up in the card so that you can go watch that if you wanna learn how to actually film your video. And yes, you can film your video with your phone and that will work just fine. After your video is filmed, then you will need to edit it. And until just a couple years ago, there weren't very good options for editing a video on your phone, but now there are some really good ones. There are two that I would recommend. The first one is called KineMaster, and I'll leave links to these different apps below so that you can find them really easily. But KineMaster is free. It works really well for editing videos, but with the free version, you will have a watermark on your video, or you can upgrade for about $5 a month to get rid of that watermark. The other app that I'd recommend I like even more, but it's a little bit more expensive, it is Adobe Premiere Rush. So it's very similar to Adobe Premiere Pro that you might use on a desktop computer, but you can use Adobe Premiere Rush on your phone. It costs $10 a month. I like it even better than KineMaster. It's really easy to use. You can create great quality videos in all sorts of different aspect ratios. So you could create a video for your YouTube channel that's in the horizontal landscape format, and then you could reformat it so that it has different dimensions, so you could share it on Instagram Stories or Instagram TV or something like that. Another great thing about Adobe Premiere Rush is that if you do decide that you want to take your video a step further, you can actually share it in the Adobe Creative Cloud so that you could edit it even more on Adobe Premiere Pro. That just opens up a lot of options and gives you even more flexibility if you want to do something else with your video. Once your video is filmed and edited, then there's just one more thing that you need to do before you can upload it, and that is create your thumbnail. Now you can use any of those three apps that I mentioned earlier, PicMonkey, Canva, or Snapseed, to create your thumbnail on your phone. The easiest way to do this is if you do take some pictures while you're making your video, or you use some screenshots from the video that you made so that you can use that as kind of the background for your thumbnail, and then you can add some text on top of that. The number one rule for making good thumbnails on YouTube is to just have them be clear. We don't want them to be too cluttery, so don't add too many graphics or too many words. You want to keep it to just 5 to 7 words or so that when people see it, they know what your video is about and they'll know whether or not they want to watch it. Okay, so you're almost there. You've planned out a great channel, you actually created your channel on YouTube, you filmed and edited your first video, and now it's uploaded. But the last thing that you need to do, step number 10, is you need to rank your video on YouTube. Because if you want people to watch it, then they need to be able to find it. So let me give you a couple tips on what you can do to make sure that your video is ranking well on YouTube. YouTube SEO, or search engine optimization, is really not all that complicated. It's all about giving YouTube clear information about what your video is about so that they can find people who are interested in watching your videos. So if you want to do that, then just make sure that your title is really clear, it really is accurate to what your video is about, that the description says what your video is about, that you use some tags to tell YouTube what your video is about, and that in the video, you actually say the term that the video is about a few times, and you say it in different ways, because YouTube is actually listening to the videos. They know what you're saying in the video. And so if you give it one title, but you're talking about something different in the video, then it's not gonna rank well on YouTube. So you need to make sure that, first of all, your title and description and all the metadata is really clear and accurate. The second thing is something you need to do when you're actually making the videos, which is to make your videos as interesting as possible, because one of the things that YouTube cares about more than anything else is watch time on the videos. So the longer you can keep people's attention, the more YouTube will be recommending your video to more people. And then the final thing is when you're creating that thumbnail, if you can make it eye-catching and you can make it interesting so that people notice it and then they actually click on it, then that is going to improve your click-through ratio, which is another metric that the algorithm really cares about. So those are the 10 things that you need to do in order to start a YouTube channel with your phone. Now, I know that at the end there, I was getting into some more complex stuff with how to rank your videos on YouTube. If you guys want to see another video about how to get your videos to rank on YouTube, how to work with YouTube SEO, then let me know in the comments down below. I'd be happy to give you even more information on that, because if you're bothering to make YouTube videos, obviously you don't want to be wasting your time making videos that no one watches. So I really want to make sure that you guys know how to get views on YouTube, because that's really the whole point of making YouTube videos, right? Regardless of your specific reason, regardless of whether you're trying to make money on YouTube or you just want to impact people, or even if it's just a creative hobby, the more people who watch your videos, the more fulfilling it's going to be, and the more it's going to help you accomplish any of those goals. So that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this, then be sure to hit that like button. If you're starting a YouTube channel with your phone, let me know in the comments down below. If you have a channel, tell me what it's about down there, because I love hearing about all your different channels. I think it's so interesting to hear about all the different things that people talk about on YouTube. Of course, if you haven't subscribed already, then hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.